Hello and welcome to Laytechs Weekly, episode 24th March 2021. Laytechs Weekly is brought to you by Laytechs, your protection from tech ignorance. My name is Sean. This week's news. Brazil fines Apple $2 million for not including chargers in the iPhone 12. Brazil's Consumer Protection Agency fined Apple $2 million whopping dollars, saying it engaged in, quote, misleading advertising, selling a device without the charger, and unfair terms. Apple said their decision to not provide chargers is in line with environmental concerns, but critics called their bullshit out by saying Apple is only interested in reducing shipping costs and material costs because smaller boxes means they can ship more units per container now and saving on material costs by not having the bricks. The $2 million itself is hardly chump change for Apple that made $144 million in revenue in Q1 2021 itself. So, I don't know, perhaps it should have been $20 million. Microsoft may buy Discord for $10 billion or more. Popular gaming chat platform Discord has most recently been valued at $7 billion, but the company itself isn't profitable. After being courted by many companies including Amazon and Epic Games, talk with Microsoft seems to be moving along quite nicely. With this acquisition, Microsoft may make upgrades to both Teams and Discord chat functionality and reliability. At the moment, both chat platforms excel at some things and fall flat at others. I've used Discord. It's quite basic. It lacks a lot of additional functions that are crucial to chat apps. And I've used Teams. Microsoft is just not very good with cloud stuff, so there's a lot for them to learn as well. This acquisition also removes a major chat platform from the competition, which should be sounding an alarm among several major consumer rights groups worldwide right now, but weirdly isn't doing so yet. We'll see. Maybe next week. Zoom can now be whitelisted. The popular video calling software has released an SDK, or software development kit, that lets itself be built onto other software. It allows developers to build apps and websites on top of Zoom's platform. So essentially, Zoom is selling the ability to integrate their video calling, entire video calling functionality into other people's platform and whitelisting it in a way that it removes all the branding. They can change the colors, they can change the designs, but I guess the OS in general will stay as well. The layout and everything will stay as well because it works. Zoom has one of the most intuitive layouts of all video calling software. So this opens up possibilities for social media and gaming services to use Zoom as their video platform. It saves them development time and maintenance issues and all the kind of stuff that Zoom had to go through, securities and everything as well. In a video-focused reality where every software needs a capable video calling function, Zoom's strategy proves to be a sensible one. This will allow Zoom to pick up a new revenue stream, a pretty big one, an enterprise revenue stream, and also expand its already ubiquitous operating system to a wider audience. Makes sense. OnePlus 9 and 9 Pro tested and reviewed. The OnePlus 9 and 9 Pro are out, and they have been tested by journalist MKBHD and Dieterbone of The Verge. The gist is, it's got all the bells and whistles of the Samsung Galaxy Samsung Galaxy S1, and look very similar to the Samsung Galaxy S20. The borders at the side where the antenna are, the curved screen of the 9 Pro, the back camera setup, it's very Galaxy S20. Hasselblad did not provide a camera system. It was sourced from Sony, so it's a Sony's camera, but the camera company did help tweak the OnePlus 9's color correction, both on 9 and 9 Pro, giving it a unique tone that Samsung Pixel and Apple are known for. Separately, Samsung is known for stronger colors, Pixel is known for different kind of tone, and Apple is known for more, I guess, real world accuracy, which kind of happens to be a bit bland, but some people like it. All in all, it feels a little less than the competing flagships, but it also feels it feels a little less, but it also costs just a little less than the competitors as well. There is a charging brick, and the charging brick is it's pretty amazing. We'll get to that. The Oxygen OS is quite possibly the closest forked rendition of Google's vanilla Android, which to me it's incredibly amazing because there is no version of Android as good as Google's version of Android. And it works just well, and whatever else other brands put in there just clunks the whole thing up, drains up too much battery, takes up too much RAM, and takes up too much space. So it's refreshing to see an OS that tries to stay as vanilla as possible. There are a lot of performance and display tweaks that can extend your battery out to 7 or 8 hours, or burn it as fast as 4 hours. The charging brick comes with cables, and the charging brick is able to pump the battery from 0 to 100 in 30 minutes. The trick is actually quite simple but quite ingenious. They actually have 2 separate batteries that charge simultaneously, and by doing so, reduce the speed of charging by half. Even the wireless charger, the one that is sold by OnePlus for the OnePlus 9 Pro, they have 2 separate coils, and each coil charges 1 battery, and both of them charge simultaneously, and it can take you from 0 to 100 at 45 minutes. That is actually quite possibly the fastest charging speed in the market right now. It beats every other phone out the water, and I believe that this technology will be utilized by other competing companies in the future to increase the charging speed. The weirdest strategy actually for the OnePlus 9, the non-Pro edition, is that it doesn't have an IP water and dust resistance rating for the base model, which is, to me, it feels like a bad move, because you are priced at a semi-premium, kind of like an upper tier, competitive, almost competitive to the S21, and you don't have IP rating. And the S21 has IP68 rating, and it's a very simple thing to fix, and I believe that it should be provided, and it's IP rating is supposed to be a standard at this point, especially on all Android devices. We believe that it's okay for iOS devices to not have it, or have a very, very low rating and all that, because that's a given, right? But all Android devices should actually be having it, because it's more competitive market than iOS devices, and not having it just gives people a reason not to get it. I would get the S21. There is no Tech of the Week this week. We'll come back next week for possibly some Tech of the Week. Laytechs Weekly is available on Anchor FM, Overcast, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and more. Our full videos are available on YouTube, and I post bits and clips on Instagram and Facebook. This is Laytechs Weekly, episode 24th March 2021. My name is Sean. Stay safe. See you next week. Au revoir.